This is The Week Ahead with J.A. Green & Company, your experts in defense-related federal affairs. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday, December 7th, 2020. I'm Jason Hawley. Today is the 79th anniversary of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. J.A. Green & Company remembers the brave Americans we lost that day and the few survivors that are left. The week ahead is packed with key developments involving the National Defense Authorization Act, government funding, additional coronavirus relief measures, and the leadership of President-elect Joe Biden's cabinet. The next few days could provide key indicators about how defense and government funding will function during the lame duck session until January 20th and has been nicknamed Hell Week by Politico. First, the National Defense Authorization Act. The NDAA will come to the House floor for a vote on Tuesday. The bill doesn't repeal Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act that provides liability protection for social media companies, but it does include a provision to rename military bases that honor Confederate leaders. President Trump is vowing to veto the bill, yet House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer is predicting both chambers will overwhelmingly pass the NDAA with enough bipartisan votes to override a veto attempt from the White House. Second, government funding. Government funding runs out on Friday the 11th, and lawmakers are attempting to finish negotiations over a $1.4 trillion spending deal for next year. 5 days go quickly, and lawmakers may opt to pass a short-term continuing resolution this week to keep the government running while omnibus negotiations are finished. Third, Stimulus 4. Negotiators have been working over the weekend to introduce a bipartisan $908 billion stimulus bill this week. The bill is expected to provide around $160 billion in state and local funding and may even include direct payments to qualifying Americans. One major hang-up is liability protection for businesses. The bill will most likely be attached to the upcoming omnibus, but again, that could be delayed if negotiations for government funding aren't finished soon and Congress passes a short-term funding bill instead. Fourth, Secretary of Defense. President-elect Joe Biden has announced his intentions to select numerous individuals for positions in his upcoming cabinet, except for Secretary of Defense. Michelle Flournoy is the favored candidate, but some members of the Congressional Black Caucus are advocating that Biden choose former Homeland Security Secretary Jad Johnson or retired Army General Lloyd Austin for the role, both persons of color. Whether Biden chooses Flournoy, Johnson, or Austin is something we'll continue to track. Thanks for joining us. Follow us on Twitter at JA Green & Co. and have a great week. We'll see you next time.